The road to 2015. It's a story of pride and passion, of evolution and innovation. The road from success today to greatness tomorrow. This is the road to 2015. In Formula One, speed factors into everything that's done, both on and off the track. Speed to react, speed to develop, and speed to succeed. With the clock ever ticking, speed is no more pertinent than the closing moments of the pre-season. In this episode, we join the team as all the pieces of the jigsaw are put into place. We hear from those responsible for making the Silver Arrow silver, and a team whose intricate wiring can make a huge difference. With the first outing of the W06 just days away, it's time to fire up the power unit for the first time. The W06 is not just an exercise in engineering excellence. There's art to this creation. And for those who have this car as their canvas, they take great pride in their work.
Oh, I love how this developed, I really do. I think we've got the design brief perfectly now. It's been a long process getting to this point, but now we're here. It's just developments on what we've got now. We don't really want to change it too much because it works for us.
In the building of an F1 car, it would be wrong to think that one department is more important than the other.
The cars are very complex now, so the real challenge is getting everything to work together. So we can't treat them individually anymore, and we have to take a holistic view between them all. So it's very important that where we're dealing with all of those aspects, we treat them all together in one bag.
But it could be argued that in this new era of hybrid technology in F1, the electrical systems are one of the more vital areas to the car's reliability. And in the wiring department, this painstaking, intricate work is a high-pressure environment. If just one of the thousands of cables connecting the car fails, the car will stop on track.
We're all wire and harness technicians, which consists of building pretty much everything electronic on the car. So, yeah, we're kind of the brains, I guess, of the whole team. The nature of our job, especially in electronics, is just from the period sort of December through to March, April, it's just flat out until the first race, really. Yeah, we've lost our weekends. We hibernate here for 3 months now.
On this cold day in January, there's one final hurdle for the team to face before the car hits the track. And it's a rather high hurdle to scale. Such is the complexity of these hybrid turbo power units that the simple task of firing it up in the new chassis is itself a huge challenge.
Once you run the car, you learn a lot. The more you run, the more you learn.
Firing an engine is black and white. It works, or it doesn't. There's no middle ground. And with the car due out on track in just 3 days, it has to work.
So we're still on schedule. If we push tonight, then we will be able to start running. Yeah. Leave and fire it up.
This is the moment of truth after many months of expectation. There's a problem. The engine won't start. Staff are in communication with the team's engine plant in Brixworth to try and find a solution.
It looks like we're lacking ignition and fuel, 2 essential ingredients for firing up. So we've got some problems that we need to resolve.
We do testing in the factory and at the circuit to try and iron out these issues. If things go wrong, there's a very good network of who to call that might be able to help.
After 2 hours, the power unit still won't fire. The team check each intricate component for problems.
We're into the detail. We always say the big bits sort of look after themselves. It's the little bits that you've got to keep your eye on, because you're missing that bolt, that O-ring, washer, that'll stop you just as much as missing an upright or a wishbone or chassis. So, the devil's in the detail.
There are an awful lot of exams that the entire car and the powertrain need to pass before we get to Melbourne and go racing.
Finally, after hours of work, the engine fires into life. This is the culmination of the hard work of many, but it's only the start.
It's a milestone day. You measure this program in milestones, and this is one of these key milestones. When we finally put the car together to go to Silverstone, that's the most intense 3 days of your life. Going around the clock, and that's what we do. That's the challenge. That's what Formula One's all about.
Next time on the road to 2015, it's crunch time for the team. Will the efforts of many through a hard winter be translated on the track? The W06 rolls out for the first time.